Pokemon Horizons episode 50 just aired, featuring the big gym battle between Iono and Dot, and dude, I was absolutely stunned by this episode. We need to talk about it right now. So basically, the first part of the episode was Iono and Nidothing doing a live stream to hype up today's battle between Iono and Dot, and then that night, Liko, Roy and Dot spend time talking about and studying Bellibolt, including how it has a type advantage over Quaxly and how it's evolved, but Quaxly isn't evolved. I really don't like where that's leading, dude. Anyway, the next day, Dot arrives at the city centre for the battle against Iono, and there's a huge crowd and thousands watching the livestream online. A lot of pressure, you know? The battle begins with Iono's Bellibolt using Spark over and over and over, but Quaxly dodges it easily every time, and that's all because Dot studied the move the night before. And dude, I've gotta say really quickly, the animation in this battle was insane, dude. It really did make Quaxly look so incredibly cool with its movements, and Bellibolt's electrical moves were animated stunningly too. Anyway, Quaxly manages to hit Bellibolt with Water Gun, but Iono smirks. That's when you know you're in trouble, dude. And then Iono reveals that Bellibolt's ability is Electromorphosis. And if you're unfamiliar with that ability like I am, basically it powers up Bellibolt's next electric move whenever it takes damage. So Bellibolt is overwhelmed by electrical power because of the ability and uses a super powerful discharge attack, and Quaxly gets hit really hard and collapses. But then Quaxly barely manages to get up again just in time to dodge Bellibolt's Spark. The preview of the episode really made it look like this was the moment where Quaxly would evolve, but he didn't evolve. He managed to get up just fine, you know? That was a really pleasant surprise. Quaxly then hit Bellibolt with Low Kick and then Water Gun, but Bellibolt used Rest. So Bellibolt falls asleep, and before Quaxly can do enough damage to knock it out, it fully heals up and is back to brand new, you know? Can I just say that I really respect how the writers handled Iono in this episode. Not only in terms of her personality being as amazing as always, but specifically in terms of how powerful and skilled she is as a battler. The way she used Bellibolt's ability and used a surprising, impressive strategy with Rest, it really does feel like she's an amazingly gifted battler, you know? This was a really tough battle for Dot. Iono's built different, bro. I love that, I really do. Anyway, Bellibolt wakes up and uses Discharge, and the Discharge is so incredibly powerful that it accidentally causes a power cut in the entire area, turning off all the lights and messing up the live stream. But then surprisingly, Quaxly uses this to his advantage and begins dancing around to energize itself and pump itself up, and Dot uses that momentum to Terastallize Quaxly into a water-type Terra for the first time ever. And to be honest, part of me kind of expected Quaxly to maybe become like a ground-type Terra or something, so that maybe it could have a type advantage against Bellibolt, since the beginning of the episode kind of talked about the type advantage, you know? But I guess not. So, Terastallized Quaxly begins hitting Bellibolt over and over and over with Low Kick, and then suddenly Quaxly learns Liquidation too, using it to hit Bellibolt even harder. Oh, and by the way, really quickly, this Terastallization means that Quaxly won't evolve in this episode because he can't evolve while he's Terastallized. And that makes me so happy because I love the little duck and don't want him to evolve, you know? He's perfect as he is in his cute little ducky form. Whew. I don't know why I felt the need to say that so quickly, bruh. So, both Quaxly and Bellibolt are low on health, but then Iono Terastallizes Bellibolt into an electric Terra type, and Bellibolt then uses a super powerful discharge, engulfing the entire battlefield, and unfortunately defeating Quaxly. The battle is over with Dot losing, but she still passed the Terra assessment trial, since, you know, she managed to Terastallize effectively. Clavell then tells Liko and Roy and Dot that they all passed their Terra trials, the first part of the training course, and they should all head back to the Academy to write a report on it, and that's where the episode ended. Overall, I really feel like this episode was incredible, dude. I don't really know any negatives that could be said about it, you know? Like, yeah, it would have been nice if Dot won the battle, but that doesn't ruin the episode. I'm pretty sure they made her lose, because Iono and Dot are gonna have a bigger rivalry throughout the series, so it makes sense for Dot to lose against Iono here, so that way she can win against her later, you know? But yeah, everything about this episode was amazing. The writing of Iono and Dot, the battle moments, the animation, the music. This was one of the best, if not the best Battle of Horizons, for sure. I really did adore it, dude. Quaxly put up such an amazing fight, and Iono is so clearly powerful. And I quite like that Horizons subverted our expectations by making Liko and Dot lose, but Roy win. I bet not too many people expected that, you know? Roy deserves the shine, so I'm happy for him. Somehow this episode made me love Dot and Quaxly even more, dude. And anyone who knows me knows that I already adore them and admire them with every fibre of my being. So if this episode somehow managed that, then that's pretty damn impressive, you know? One thing I will say though, there was a brief scene that showed that Fuecoco and Floragato were asleep for some of Dot's battle, and dude, this irrationally bothered me. Like, come on bruh, Floragato, Fuecoco, you're meant to be Quaxly's friends. You're meant to be there for him, cheering him on, supporting him, you know? And yet you can't even be bothered to stay awake for his big battle? Quaxly really does deserve better buddies, man. Like me. I'll be your buddy, Quaxly. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on today's episode below. Did you love the battle like I did? Be sure to hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button if you enjoyed my review. That really helps me out a lot and I would really appreciate it, dude. If you want to watch Pokemon Horizons episodes as they air and talk about them with like-minded fans, then be sure to join our Discord server too using the link in the description. And on that note, thank you all so much for watching and best wishes until we meet again!